This is Jackie with All Access, and I'm here with DJ Nicola Bear, and we are here at Vans Warped Tour. We're in New York. The sun just came out. Things are getting better, so maybe the afternoon we can save. How does being a DJ and the music that you create fit in with the Warped Tour sound?
I think it's when I got this gig, I was like, oh wow, do I actually kind of fit in with the Warped Tour? And then actually, with getting here, I found how diverse the actual Warped Tour is to maybe people think that it is. Just especially on our stage, which is the Beatport stage. You can get an MC, there's a guy called MC Chris who is amazing, and then we have Watsky and Wax who are the rapper guys, then we have K-Flay, which is a girl rapper, then there's me, I think the only girl DJ on the tour, and then a reggae band called Pacific Dub. So especially on our stage, it's very diverse. So I don't feel as kind of, before I came out here, I was just a little bit like, oh wow, am I going to fit in? And then as you walk around and you go to kind of other stages, there is a lot more here than you kind of just expect, the rock and like the kind of hard metal kind of things. But no, I feel very at home already.
Excellent. What sort of sounds influence your set?
If you see my set, that's really difficult to see, like just kind of work out, because I move from hip hop to trap to rock to reggae. Maybe I think I played Damian Marley the other day. So like today I started off with a Hudson Mohawk track, which is very kind of trap oriented. Then I think I mixed that into Kendrick Lamar. So then sometimes I'll loop a little bit of an Arctic Monkey song or a Red Hot Chili Peppers song. I think I'm not very I don't really get too stuck in genres. I just think if it sounds good and it mixes well with this next track, I'll throw it in there. And hopefully I'm kind of been known on this tour as the DJ that you don't really know what to expect. I can kind of switch from one thing to the other just because that's what I do back home as well. So it's, I don't really kind of get stuck in too many genres, but everything kind of influences me out here, and I'm learning and hearing so many new music. So it's from the UK as well. There's a lot of music out here I've never heard before, so it's great. It's amazing to like open my mind up even more.
And it sounds like you're obviously not playing the same set every day.
Yeah.
How far in advance do you pull music, or something pops into your head and that's where you start off? Like, how do you start off your set for a day?
I have certain songs out here on the tour that I know are working really well, and I keep them in. But I added for the first time today the KRS track, "Sound of the Police," just because I saw it kind of the other day on my iPod, and I was just like, oh, that's such a good song. I'm going to add that. And if you see I play on CDJs and I use Rekordbox. So if you see, I have so many folders of kind of different things. And so it's a case of where every day I just kind of remind myself of things. And even from actually like a few years ago, I pulled a Rusko track out that I used to play when it was first big. And I thought, do you know what, I'm going to bring that back today. And I played that in my last two sets, and it's gone amazingly. And yeah, like I don't get stuck on, I love playing old stuff, I love playing new stuff, I love finding kind of new music. So it's quite difficult being on tour and keeping up with music. So hopefully I'm kind of hitting some of the new stuff and a bit of the old stuff, and then a bit of the kind of classics as well. So yeah, I just kind of always, before every one of my set, before maybe an hour or 2 hours before, I just sit down and kind of go through music and see if there's anything I haven't come across or just found yet that I think, oh, that'll work. And sometimes I just want to play Kanye West and I'm going to play Kanye West, Good Life, and it's going to be good. But yeah, I don't really, the process is just kind of a searching thing, yeah.
Have you tried playing any Warped Tour bands in your set?
Actually, I love the Bad Rabbits who are here. This is just right. It's just up my street. And I just got their album because I've been to see them loads of times. I was like, I need to get that album. But actually, there's one of their songs that's not on the album that's on the EP that I want to play out because I did a few of the after parties here. We have barbecue after parties. And luckily, they've asked me to kind of DJ at them. So I think I'm going to use some of like the Bad Rabbit stuff for that. But actually, Kay Flay, that's on my stage as well, has just given me the stems to some of her tracks. So I'm actually hopefully going to remix one of her tracks, hopefully by the end of the tour, so I can get that in my set as well. But no, especially on the Beatport stage, there's loads of music that I want to try and get in there before the end of I'll just have to ask them nicely if I can have it.
So how do you keep sort of the crowd interested when, for many DJs, part of the performance is the visuals that are going on around that, and you don't really have the luxury of all of those options on Warped Tour?
No, definitely. I'm used to having kind of visuals behind me, and that is something that me and kind of my management are looking to move forward, because that's kind of what I do back home. You usually have loads of screens and lights and it's dark and smoky, and that's kind of what it's about. But we get our sets over here are half an hour, which to me that is like very short. I'm used to doing kind of hour and a half to 2 hours or even longer. So I keep them interested by kind of, I change every song. I won't keep it in for more than 2 minutes. So I use a lot of vocals as well. I use the mic a little bit. I usually have like an MC like hype guy with me, but he can come out with me. So I kind of just get on the mic and introduce myself kind of at the start, and then I just keep it quite vocal, and then if the song that I'm in is quite instrumental or doesn't have anything like that, the next song is usually kind of like a hip-hop song. So it's just like, oh, wow, where's that come from? And I think that's been working over here, just that I've been really switching it very fast, just because it's half an hour as well. So I can play up to kind of maybe like 25 songs in that half an hour, just because I'm kind of like 2 minutes out, I've had enough, I'm bored of it. Or like, even I think I took one out after a minute. I was just, as soon as it gets, I'm just like, nah, we're done now.
I was gonna ask how many can you fit into a set like that. But when you're listening to music for pleasure, can you listen to the whole song?
Oh God, oh yeah, wow, yeah. That's the time when it's kind of, especially that's how I did with the Bad Rabbits album. It was one recently where I was just like, wow, I need to hear everything that they've done. And Kay Flay's new album has just come out in the last like 12 days or something like that. And obviously I see her play it every day because she's on my stage, but I feel you want to listen to the album because it's, I suppose some albums are not a journey, but majority of them are. And I think how a track list has been picked in an album can like really, you go through a journey through it. And so I definitely, as my pleasure, that's what I can definitely do a full song normally.
Well, that's good too. So what's up next for you after Warped Tour?
Well, I go back to the UK. I think we're there. We get back at the beginning of August. And I have like a few weeks back home, which is good because I'm all moving around. And then I'm back in Ibiza Rocks. I do a lot of gigs for them, and I think I have 3 gigs over there. It's like the end of August to the beginning of September, with bands such as Clean Bandit, I think is one of them, and Kaiser Chiefs. So when I'm out there, I'm usually playing between the support bands and then before the main acts come on, and that's in a big hotel in Ibiza. And it's amazing because that's where I started off at, really. Started that about 4 years ago, and I got to play with the likes of Prodigy to Kasabian to, before I came out here, I got the band Him, do you know, the 3 girls? We had a gig before them, and that was amazing because it was the opening night. So I'm going to do a few weeks there because I have the 3 gigs there, and then I go to Croatia, which is a festival called Unknown, which is an amazing festival. I played it for the first time last year, and I was on in between kind of like Jessie Ware, a new girl called Lulu James, which is really good, and we did a a boat party with Jaguar Ma. So yeah, I'm heading over there, and I think the headliners of that is like Nile Rodgers, Disclosure, Kindness. She's an amazing band. Churches and things like that. So I'm playing at that. So
Sounds like you're going to be busy.
Stopping in between, but then carrying on. So I'm constantly. I feel like I'm always in festival mode. But yeah, it's a nice mode to be in.
Does sound like a fun mode to be in. So stay tuned for more from DJ Nicola Bear. This is Jackie. Thanks to All Access and In the Key of Change.